To a stranger, Hallowell Manor would have looked like the kind of place where dark deeds happened. You know, skeletons bricked up behind the tall, foreboding walls, a madman prowling in the attic beneath a steeply sloped roof, cheating lovers pushed from the turret's arched windows to their death. Although, as far as I knew, none of those things had actually happened there. Let's just say the house had a lot of character. My father pushed the control on the Bentley's dash, and the automated gate whirred shut behind us. The car turned along the drive through the falling twilight. As the house loomed over us, my heart lifted with anticipation. I wasn't a stranger, and to me, this place was home. It didn't matter that I hadn't set foot on our country estate in more than 11 years. The manor and the massive property around it had set the stage for my fondest childhood memories. Through all that time in Portland, through my studies and the dinner parties and the strolls through fenced back gardens, part of me had always been waiting for the moment when I'd return here. "That is an eyeful and a half, now isn't it?" Philomena said in her lilting British accent. She craned her neck as she peered out the window. "Just ripe for adventure." "I'm supposed to be settling back in, not stirring up trouble," I said. "Oh, I'm sure we can find time enough for both, Rose." She shot me the classic Phil expression, lips curved, brows lightly arched, brown eyes sparkling with mischief. Dad parked by the garage. A couple of the staff were already hustling over to retrieve the few pieces of luggage we'd brought with us instead of sending it ahead. My stepmother let out a slow breath, her pale blue gaze fixed on the house. "Well, here we are," she said. Her tone was so dry I couldn't tell whether she was expressing relief or trepidation. I found it safest to care about Celestine's feelings about as little as she cared about mine, which was essentially not at all. Ignoring her comment, I pushed open the door and stepped out onto the pavement. The cool breeze of the early spring evening teased through my hair. I pushed the black tumble of those locks back over my shoulders and drank in the lush green scents of home. The tang of fresh paint reached my nose. The staff must have been touching up the outer buildings to prepare for our arrival. The once green slats of the garage walls now glowered a deep maroon. Something deep in my chest twisted. The change jarred with my memories, but it couldn't stop the image from rising up in my head of the last time I'd seen the boys, standing just a few paces from where I stood now, watching a car, very much like this one, carry me away.